Hi, this is Rick Mayberry from Broadview Network's Cloud Design Engineering and Provisioning team. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to add a user account through the Broadview Cortex control panel. As you can see, I'm already logged in at controlpanel.broadviewnet.com. And to add a user, fairly straightforward. If I click on Home, you'll see that I have a user management window here on my left. And I could also select new user by selecting it from the ribbon menu at the top. Okay, so to this end, we need to enter a UPN name, a user principal name. You do not have to separate things with periods, but I find that it's somewhat easier to do to separate first and last. First name, last name. Note that it automatically put the display name in there. You could certainly change it to anything that you would want, or you can just leave it the way that the system generated it. Additional user properties are the Active Directory extended attributes. We find that not a lot of small businesses use the extended attributes in Active Directory. Oftentimes, larger organizations will have applications that rely on some of these extended attributes, especially with automated human resource type applications, and either they're all here. Need to supply a password. The account settings really don't have to do anything here, but if I wanted to force a password change at the user's first login, I could simply do that by clicking the radio button next to yes. I could create the account in a disabled state, so I knew that the person was actually coming on board or something like that. And I can also set account expiration dates just by looking at a calendar and selecting a date. This is often used by organizations that may have some temporary contracted help, and so on and so forth. The advanced options are basically, do I want this user account to have some sort of administrative privilege? A customer administrator means that I could make changes about my customer account. I can make somebody a password resetter. I can allow a user to modify services that I have purchased. I can make a user administrator for SharePoint. I can create a user administrator for the whole shoot and match, meaning that this user could add, modify, and delete deprovision user accounts, or a user and a service administrator, which is the highest elevated level of access that a end user can have. If I want to add an email address, I certainly can. If you're a Hosted Exchange user, Hosted Exchange will automatically populate that when you provision the user account with that service. So I'm going to click Provision at this point. And now I need to define what services this user account will be able to use. All of these will be demonstrated in separate video demonstrations. Thanks for watching.